something extraordinary has happened. A historic message has been delivered with solemnity and urgency by one of the most influential figures of our time, Pope Francis. His words have shaken the world, bringing a revelation that many feared, but few were prepared to face. July may mark a turning point for humanity, a critical moment that will determine our collective future. This is not just a warning, but a profound call to responsibility, awareness, and action. The pontiff spoke from the heart, expressing sincere concern for the fate of our common home. He touched on fundamental issues such as environmental degradation, international tensions, and growing social inequality. But above all, he stressed that the time to act is now. Not tomorrow, not next month, now. The Pope's words are not only a warning, but a call to reflection and change. We can no longer ignore the signs that the world is sending us. Nature groans under the weight of pollution and indiscriminate exploitation. Wars and conflicts threaten global peace and stability. Economic differences are widening, creating an increasingly unsustainable gap between those who have too much and those who have nothing. Faced with this reality, we cannot remain passive spectators. A message that shakes consciences. Pope Francis spoke with a clarity that leaves no room for doubt. He reminded us that the crisis we are experiencing is not a natural phenomenon, but the direct result of our choices. Our greed, our selfishness, and our indifference have brought us to the edge of a precipice. Yet, not all is lost. There is still hope, but only if we decide to change. The Pope urged us to rethink our lifestyle, to reduce waste, to respect the environment, and to lend a hand to those in need. Every small gesture counts. Every choice can make a difference. And if we all decide to act with conscience and responsibility, we can still reverse the trend. But we must do it together. The solution is not in the hands of a few, but in the collective commitment of each of us. The Pope reminded us that humanity is one family, and that only through unity can we overcome the challenges that await us. An invitation to reflection and prayer. In this crucial moment, let us pause for a moment. Let us reflect on what is happening in the world and what our role is in all of this. Let us rely on prayer, not as an act of desperation, but as an act of trust and hope. Almighty Lord, creator of heaven and earth, enlighten our minds and our hearts so that we can recognize the signs of the times. Give us the wisdom to protect your creation, the courage to act with justice, and the strength not to give in to fear. May your love guide us to a world of peace, respect, and brotherhood. Amen. If you feel the value of these words, join us in the comments by writing Amen. It is not just a symbolic gesture, but a concrete sign of unity and sharing. A small step to show that we are not alone and that together we can build a better future. We can no longer delude ourselves that the solution to global problems will come exclusively from governments or large institutions. For too long, we have delegated the responsibility for change to political leaders, international organizations, and multinationals. But the time for passivity is over. Change must start with each of us, with our daily choices, our behaviors, and the small actions we take every day. We live in an era of unprecedented environmental, social, and economic crises. Pollution is destroying ecosystems, climate change threatens our future, and inequality between rich and poor continues to grow. It is easy to feel overwhelmed by these problems and think that they are too big to make a difference. But the truth is that every choice, every gesture matters. If millions of people adopted a more sustainable lifestyle, the impact would be extraordinary. One of the first steps we can take is to reduce our plastic consumption. Every year, millions of tons of plastic end up in the oceans, endangering marine life and contaminating our natural resources. Choosing reusable alternatives like steel water bottles or canvas bags is a simple but powerful gesture. Avoiding unnecessary packaging, buying products in bulk, and choosing biodegradable materials are other actions that can make a big difference. But change is not just about our relationship with the environment. We must also rediscover the value of solidarity. We live in an increasingly fragmented society, divided by ideologies, economic interests, and prejudices. The Pope reminds us that peace cannot exist without social justice. Millions of people live in extreme poverty, while a small elite holds most of the wealth. This inequality is unacceptable and unsustainable. Helping those in need is not just an act of charity, but a moral duty. Solidarity can take many forms: donating your time to those in need, supporting charities, promoting local initiatives for the common good. We cannot remain indifferent to the suffering of others. Every help, even the smallest, contributes to building a more just world. The Pope invites us to reflect on how we live and what values guide our actions. We are called to be builders of peace, not sowers of discord. In an age marked by hatred and division, choosing dialogue, understanding, and mutual respect is a revolutionary act. We must work for a world where justice, dignity, and respect for every human being reign. Our daily actions may seem insignificant, but added together, they can generate enormous change. Every time we choose to consume responsibly, to treat others with kindness, to respect nature, we are helping to build a better future. The world needs people willing to do their part, without waiting for others to change first. The future is not written. We can still change the course of history, but we must start now. Join this mission. The Pope's words are not just a warning, but a call to action. We cannot just listen and forget. We must act, and we must act now. This is a mission that concerns us all. No one is too small to make a difference. There is no need for great heroic gestures. Just start with simple daily choices. Adopt a more sustainable lifestyle. Help others. Spread messages of hope and responsibility. Every single action can contribute to global change. But to make this message even stronger, we need your help. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to continue receiving updates on these fundamental topics. Here, you will find content that will help you better understand the reality that surrounds us and find practical solutions to live more consciously. Spreading awareness is the first step towards change. Leave a comment and share your opinion. What are your thoughts on the Pope's words? What concrete actions are you willing to take to contribute to a better world? Discussion is essential to grow and improve together. Your words can inspire others to do their part. Like if you think these messages should reach as many people as possible. The social network algorithm tends to give visibility to the most appreciated content. A simple like can help bring this message to those who need it most. Share this video with your friends and family. The more people hear these words, the stronger our impact will be. Together, we can create a network of awareness and action. This is not just a request, it is a call for responsibility. The world needs people who are willing to commit themselves to the common good. Are you ready to be part of this movement? The future is in our hands. The month of July is fast approaching, and with it, a major crossroads. We can stand by and watch, ignore the warnings, and continue as if nothing has happened. Or we can choose to take action, to change our way of living and commit to a better tomorrow. The Pope's words are a clear signal. Time is running out. We cannot afford to wait any longer. Every delay, every hesitation brings us ever closer to a point of no return. But the good news is that we still have a chance. There is no need for sudden revolutions or drastic changes. Just start with small daily actions. Every gesture counts. Every conscious choice is a brick that builds a more just and sustainable future. If we all made even a small effort, the impact would be extraordinary. Think about what would happen if every person reduced their plastic consumption, adopted a more sustainable lifestyle, contributed to solidarity initiatives. The world would change before our eyes. But time is running out. We can't delay any longer. Each of us has the power to make a difference, and together we can transform the world.